How much do you spend on Japan trip for both of you guys?
Probably at least 10,000.
If you really stick to your budget, you could honestly spend $40 for a day or less.
It was quite a cheap trip until I found out vintage places in.
Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Takashi. So today I'm going to interview tourists in Japan. How much do you spend on Japan trip? Okay, let's get started. Okay, so can I ask your itinerary in Japan?
Yeah, so it was very basic this time. I just stayed in Osaka for 1 week and then in Tokyo for 2 weeks, and that was it.
First, we are here for 3 days roundabout, and then we used the Sunrise Express to Izumo, overnight. From there, we work our way back to Tokyo. So after Izumo, Osaka, then Kyoto, then 2 small villages, Shimoda, yes, and Shinfuji, to see the Mount Fuji. And after that, we returned to Tokyo, yes.
We landed in Osaka on the 4th of April, and we did a day in Osaka, and then did a couple day trips in Hiroshima, Nara, and then we came back to Osaka and did like Dotonbori area. Basically did all like the very cool stuff to do all over Osaka. And then from Osaka, we catched the bullet train to Kyoto, and spent another couple days in Kyoto. I think it was 4 nights total. Yeah. And now we're here in Tokyo to finish the trip.
We were first in Kyoto for a show, fashion show, and then we took the train from Kyoto to Tokyo. Right. 2 hours, easy peasy, very fast.
We're going to Kyoto and maybe Osaka.
Maybe Osaka.
Yes.
Could you share your flight expense and also airline again?
Airline, so I flew from Calgary to Vancouver, Vancouver to Osaka through Air Canada. And then I'll be flying directly from Tokyo back to Calgary through WestJet.
How much is it?
It was roughly $1,800 USD. Okay. If you guys are Canadian, it's about 2.2K Canadian.
Okay.
Airline-wise, it was Air China. As we said, the flights and our hotels and everything was included, so that worked out to be £3,000. The flights itself was maybe
900, including baggage.
Yeah.
Round trip?
Yes, round trip.
Direct?
Yeah. Not direct.
Stop in China.
Yeah.
Okay.
One stop in China, yeah.
The flight for 2 people was 1,600 euros. That's not much. Usually they are more expensive. It was with a stop in Peking from Air China, and it was pretty good. It wasn't expensive, but it has had lunch and dinner. Okay. And it was very good.
So basically like €900 for one person.
Yeah, round
trip.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so my flight was 800 euro each, also in total like around a 1,600 round trip.
Which airline and from where?
I took a flight from Dublin to Beijing with Hunan Airlines, Chinese airline, and then from Beijing to Tokyo with ANA Airlines, the Japanese airline.
It was 2,300 for both from San Diego to Narita.
Which airline?
Japan Airlines.
Japan. Oh,
yes.
One of the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much do you spend on like accommodation? Where do you stay hotel, and how much is it per night?
It's expensive. We are because almost all the hotel rooms are really small, and we used to like big rooms. So to get that kind of room is more expensive than the regular one. So we had to spend more than we usually do to get a room.
It was like 6,000 for between Kyoto and Tokyo.
So if it's like for per night, is it like 500?
Yes.
So
four and something.
For 2 of you guys. One room, big room.
With the breakfast included.
Yeah, okay. I see.
Well, it's a big room, but honestly, it's not that big. No.
Okay.
I stayed in the most generic hotel, the Appa Hotel, and I paid 60 euro a night. So yeah,
I think so. Appa is one of the biggest hotel franchise in Japan. It's very like budget friendly, but still I think it's expensive in Tokyo. Though still like
yeah.
Which area do you stay?
We're also staying in the most expensive one, the one in Kabukicho. So I think it was around that, like 60, 70 euro a night.
So Kabukicho is basically like Shinjuku, in the Shinjuku district. Yeah. And then if you stay in Shinjuku, like you can go anywhere in Tokyo super easily. Central, yeah.
Yeah, very convenient. Also, like there's lots of things to do, lots of nightlife as well in Shinjuku. So if you're staying in Shinjuku, it's also a good place to, go out at night.
One thing that I'd like to mention is that Kabukicho is kind of like red light district, kind of. So what did you see? Like what kind of experience did you have there? Because, some people get scared, Kabukicho.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not scary to say like you will if you are walking alone at night, you will get approached by people just offering you services, but if you just ignore them or you just like mind your own business and go like, yeah, I'm not interested, they'll leave you alone. I've never experienced like any fearful situations or anything like that.
I think with the hostels about like you want to say like 70 USD per night.
Hostel.
For a
That's
hostel.
expensive.
Yeah, but
for
this is,
hostel, that's expensive.
It's a very nice hostel to be fair. Like you can get like some cheaper ones, but they're not very nice.
Right.
But this one was very good. I highly recommend you guys visit
I think
it.
if you want to stay in central Tokyo, you gotta spend like $200, $150
yeah.
at least.
Well, we
for
were.
hotel, right?
Our friend was staying at the Conrad in Osaka, and I think a night over there was like about 800 USD a night, which is crazy. Yeah.
With yourself or with friends?
We stayed together, but he was the one who booked it. He works for Hilton, so he was doing that. But it's super expensive.
We stayed at the Hotel Niwa, I think, and we're gonna try a capsule hotel tonight. And the capsule was 60 euros per person.
What about hotel?
If I don't know the price, I mean that it was not that expensive.
Oh, okay.
But for the first time, I was like very in advance, so I had to make the reservation very in advance. So like 2 months ago, so I don't really remember.
I see.
But if I'm not shocked and I don't remember the price, I mean it was like a good deal. It was a good deal.
It's okay. It's an app we use called Check24, and you can compare a lot of accommodations. And we try to be as cheap as possible. For one night, we have around 70 to 100 euro. Yes.
Like hotel, like normal hotel.
Hotel or just a room, whatever comes our way.
I see. While I love Japan, there's one thing everyone dislikes about it. Even Japanese people. And I don't hear many people talking about this. So if you're planning to visit or live in Japan, keep watching. Renting an apartment in Japan isn't a pleasant experience, especially if you're a foreigner. The real estate agency asks you for guarantor, they aren't English friendly, and the apartments aren't fully furnished. So you need to buy everything yourself. And here's the most complicated part. Many real estate agencies won't even rent to foreigners. Yes, this is actually true. You can Google it if you don't believe me. Since renting an apartment as a foreigner can often be a nightmare, I've been looking for new solution to recommend. That's when I found Vive Place and asked them if they're willing to partner up. They're foreigner friendly, their staff speaks English, and you can complete the entire online booking in English. All their apartments are fully furnished with one simple rent that includes utilities and Wi-Fi, so no hidden fees. And the best part, you don't need guarantor. So whether you're traveling to Japan for just a month or planning to stay long term, Vive Place is perfect for you. Plus, most of their apartments are in great location all across Tokyo.
So food, it could vary. As you know, we're in Japan. The food here is incredible, but you can go very expensive, you can go very cheap. We've opted for a little bit of a mixture. So we've done a little bit of 7-Eleven, Family Mart. We've also done some omakase at some Michelin star restaurants.
Okay.
But I'd say if you really stick to your budget, you could honestly spend probably $40 for a day or less easily if you just opt to like eat local. But if you're gonna go for a nice restaurant, I mean, my omakase was about 150 USD, so it could get very expensive. But I think if your plan is to budget friendly, just go to the local stores, go to the small little ramen spots. You can get it for about like $11 USD or less. So I'd say you could honestly comfortably budget around $30 USD for a day.
Oh yeah, that's very realistic. Yeah.
So far, we've mainly been just getting bits in 7-Eleven or Family Mart, just like because we just have not had any time to even sit down and eat.
Today we did have some udon noodles.
Yeah, and
that worked out to be around £5, which is crazy.
yeah.
Crazy. I think we was talking about in the restaurant in London. That's going to cost you maybe a minimum of
like
£12.
12 to 14 pounds in like a similar-ish style kind of restaurant.
How much would you say you spend? Like for both of you guys?
I'll say maybe the maximum, what, £30-40?
30 £30 max
For both.
for both.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's good.
because we literally, we haven't actually even managed to eat much, but yeah.
We just paid like I think 12 euros for a full menu of ramen for two.
Yeah.
So 6 euros per person. I don't know how much.
What kind of place? What kind of place?
With drinks, just here in Shibuya, we love to walk, see something, and go inside and try. And
Nice.
everything we try we loved.
So how much do you pay per day? Like how much do you spend for food every day?
Maximum, I would say 50 euros per person.
50 euros per
Yeah.
person. Oh, it's not too bad. It's not
Yeah.
too bad.
With alcohol, beer.
Oh, right.
It's the full set, the full menu.
Well, I didn't take many luxuries. I just like went on average, not small, not too big. So on average, I'd say I'd spend like around 20, maybe a little less than 20 euro a day for 3 meals.
That's very realistic as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's our first day browsing here, so we just got the breakfast at the hotel. So we
We haven't spent anything outside.
How much your budget?
Probably it's gonna be like at least 100 a day for the 2 hours. I think I'm not sure.
I think that's definitely enough. Yeah, yeah.
We try to be around like 30 to 40 euro
For two
per person.
per person.
Yes.
Per day.
Per day.
Oh, I think it's not that difficult. I guess. Yeah. If you don't go like fancy food and stuff. Yeah.
Yes, we just went to a ramen shop.
Yeah.
We just saw a long line and we thought it was good. So we stood there and the owner called us in and it was really tasty and not expensive at all.
What about transportation? Do you use train, buses, taxi? How much do you pay roughly?
So roughly per day, we're using the transit system. I don't know if you guys ever come to Japan. Getting Ubers and stuff is very expensive. There's a lot of traffic here. But we're using the transit system. I'd say this entire trip I've probably spent around like 400 USD, I'd say. And with bullet trains, that's only
agree.
transit. So bullet trains are probably probably about $300 USD in right now. 350 around.
So per day, or let's say if you're staying in Tokyo, per day roughly how much do you spend on transportation for trains?
Depending on if you're moving a lot, I mean, the transit system is really good here. I'd say if you're moving quite a bit, I mean, expect to spend around I'd say $20 or less or so. Like if you're going from across the city, maybe expect to spend a little bit more. But I'd say I'm loading my card every 3 days or so. I have to load up my card with 3,000 yen. So that's how I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, we got the Suica card and we are using that one right now.
How much do you think you're gonna spend per day?
I don't know.
No.
Honestly, no.
Probably
Like
Well,
$5,
like-
$10.
15 bucks a day.
Not more than 6 euro a day. I just took a Suica card and I didn't think it was too expensive, especially the JR lines. I did take one train to to Kamakura. And that was more expensive than I thought. It was 1,000 yen almost, just for one trip.
So
So
it's like 15 euros something.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 euros something.
yeah, it's not too expensive anyway.
Because I like Kamakura because Kamakura is a mixture of beach and a traditional Japanese culture. Like you see temples in front of beach and stuff. You don't see that in Tokyo, right?
Yeah, not at all. And also the temples that are absolutely stunning, very well taken care of, and as well the beach is just
Like half an hour from here, right?
Yeah.
Tokyo, yeah.
yeah. And if you go to the beach, you also see this beautiful anime-like scenery.
Like Slam Dunk?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Including everything, how much do you spend per week? Including everything.
It was quite a cheap trip until I found out the vintage places in.
How much did you spend on vintage shopping?
This one was 3,000
3,000.
euros. So I don't know how it is.
okay.
But it's 2008 vintage Louis Vuitton. Don't look at me like that. It was something that I wanted when I was a child, and now that I can afford it, I took it.
Shopping in Tokyo is good, right?
Yeah.
So good.
Good.
I don't buy bags, but I think I spend 600.
Not including shopping, how much do you spend? Like including everything?
2,000 counting the hotel for the full
For
week.
1 week.
All.
Yeah,
For 2?
yeah,
Oh yeah.
I
yeah.
see.
See, it was okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
I think it was okay because we.
And we don't have the ticket, the plane
right,
plane
that's
ticket,
true.
so
That's
that's why.
Yeah, we didn't pay for the plane tickets, but I think it's quite easy. It's still an expensive destination, but if you are very in advance, all the things we booked in advance were so
Yeah.
much
How many months ago?
2 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everything is booked. You need to make reservation for everything, so I think it's great to plan in advance.
Right.
And the price, droply, gets lower when you do it in advance.
So I am going to be getting a tattoo today. So I'm going to be expending a little bit more than probably most people would. I did do some shopping. I'm probably looking at about 5,500 USD. And I did go to
16 days.
16 days, yeah.
Not too bad. I think
Not too bad.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
again, like we did a lot of activities. We did activities in Kyoto, like the river, the Hogo. I forgot what it was called, but we did a river activity there. Went to a Tokyo Giants game, bought some jerseys. So I mean, we did spend a little bit of money, did some thrifting. So I think you can do Japan very affordable, but you can also do it very expensive. It depends on what sort of thing you want to go for. But it's a great country to visit.
Probably at least 10,000
For two.
for the two of us for the whole 2 weeks. Yes.
10,000 USD?
Yeah, 10 USD.
10,000
Yeah,
USD.
10,000 USD.
Okay.
Around £3,000
Yeah.
For both.
individually.
Each.
But
Yeah, each.
that's because we're staying in multiple places in Japan. We're not staying in one place.
And it
so-
includes all our travel in between as well. And that's also including our flights.
accommodation as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this time, because it's Sakura season, it's a bit more expensive than like summer, late summer. My full budget was around 3,000 to 4,000 euro, I would say, just because I was also planning on buying a couple other stuff like electronics and
Roughly like around 2,000 to 2,500 per person,
Including everything.
including everything, yes.
That's nice. 18 days.
18
It's
days.
pretty good budget, I think.
We thought a bit more money for everything we can see. So.
Anything that happened in Japan that you didn't expect?
And I have two friends who have tattoos, and there's a lot of places where they wouldn't let them in, actually, surprisingly. And
What kind of place?
so me and my friend were in Osaka. We were gonna go to the gym, and when we went in, they said you cannot have your tattoo showing, that was a big culture shock.
It's impossible to find trash.
Trash in the streets.
Yeah.
Where do you throw the things? We have like thousands.
Keeping back home, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, that's full.
Yeah.
We thought of that.
But it's a little shock when
Right.
you're from Europe and you have trash in every corner.
I think that's more surprising because you don't see trash on the street.
Yeah.
So which means people like take it back actually.
Yeah, you're like, this is so clean. Like, how can such a clean city doesn't have
Trash cans, yeah.
Everything has been, of course, a cultural shock, and that's the reason why you want to come to such a beautiful destination is to embrace their culture. So we cannot come with a like very European mind of saying, oh, that's different, that's different. That's the whole point, and the rich thing about traveling is that you're finding new stuff. So no, open mind, always when you travel.
Everything's clean, and everyone is very nice. We're not used to that. Everywhere is very nice, except the person from immigration. She was very rude. Yeah, she was very rude.
Anyone from immigration, like in every country, it's a little bit, yeah, they're tough. Yeah.
But outside from that, everybody is not common for us.
We went out last night. I think we went to Club Asia. And the dancehall scene in Japan is crazy. I wasn't expecting it at all. Like dancehall reggae. So it's a genre of music, and I'm Caribbean myself, so that's music from my home country. And it's like I wasn't expecting that to be in Japan. I wasn't expecting that at all. So that was a shock. It was amazing. People were a vibe. So definitely recommend if you come to Japan, check out Club Asia, especially if you're in Tokyo.
I was going to say the same thing, like definitely was not expecting to be able to find like dancehall raves here.
Yeah.
And like as well, just to be able to have like such a good time and just feel so welcomed as well.
Yeah, I feel
like
a lot of people in Japan are so friendly. Most people here are super friendly. We've had no complaints, super safe. Yeah, we're happy, man.
Yeah.
We're happy.
A lot of Japanese people are very open, more open than I thought. I just thought they had a lot of fun, and also some people just talk to us randomly. Yes.
What did they talk to you? How did they talk to you?
Maybe because we just look a little bit different to.
So you thought Japanese people were a little bit more friendly than that you thought?
Yes, we're from Germany, and the people in Germany are usually a bit harsh.
I think it was not really a shock. I knew it, but it's really overwhelming how many people are walking over the streets. So we are coming from Germany from I don't know how to call it, Dorf village. So it's really a lot.
Right.
In our city, there live maybe around 10,000 people.
Wow.
And
Tokyo has like what, like 30, 40 millions, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I see.
Well, in my case, I'm kind of a like culture, like Japanese culture otaku. So like I got a lot of information already the first time I came here 2 years ago. So by this time there wasn't really anything I didn't expect. But if you come here without knowing any Japanese or like just expecting Japanese people to be the same way that Westerners are, you're gonna get a lot of culture shock because there's a lot of like hidden rules that if you don't abide by, you're gonna get like frowned upon.
Okay, thank you for watching so far. How was it? That was interesting. I hope this video will help you if you want to come to Japan as a tourist. And if you have any question that you want me to ask tourists in Japan related to traveling in Japan topic, please leave a comment too. And don't forget to follow my Instagram and TikTok. I upload short version of my videos there. Okay, anyway, thank you for watching. If you like this video, click the like button. Please subscribe to my channel. If you have any question that you want me to ask people in Japan, please leave a comment too.